Well, how are you doing today? We're going to review just a little bit. We're going to start back at the beginning. What is a note? That's a note. That's a note. That's a note. A note is a frequency, a pitch, and each note changes pitch. Okay, we take notes and we put them together, we make a chord. These chords all have different names because of the notes that are made up in them. We're not going to get into theory in this series. That could be a whole series all of its own, the theory of music. We're just going to give you enough theory so that you can play along in 16 weeks. Now, we take a chord. We started with the G chord because that's a fairly simple chord. We showed you the G, C, and the D7. And in this course, we referred to the G as a 1. That's because it's the bass chord in that key. G is the 1. The C is the 4. The D7 is a 5. Now, when we go to a different key, whatever key that is, that chord will be the 1. Now, I hope this isn't confusing you. But for example, if we go to the C chord, the key of C, the C chord will be the 1. The F will be the 4. The G will be the 5. The reason we use these number systems, it's so much easier when you're around a group of people, especially if they all understand the numbers. No matter what key you're in, you can holler the chords to them. 1, 3, 7, whatever the chord you holler, whatever number you holler, they can go to that chord in that key. Plus, if you start saying C, G, D, E, unless you listen real close, you can get confused and think when they say G, they might have said a D. So the number system is a great asset, really, when you're playing guitar, or really any other instrument. Well, now that you've about mastered the F chord, in the next few lessons we're going to show you some more open chords. What we call an open chord is not a bar chord. In other words, the F that we showed you, the simple F, the F in the bar chord is like this. We're not going to get into bar chords in this series, but we're going to show you all the open chords. We got an E chord coming up, an E7. Hear the difference? We showed you the A7. We're going to show you an A chord. We're going to show you a D chord. B7. And then we're going to show you also how we've been alternating basses like this. Show you how to put one finger on both of those strings and get it to sound like this. Then we've gone with strums like to a strum like. Then we've gone to bass and strum. Get some strums like this. Those are pretty straight. Then there's several more things we're going to show you. But since you've got that F chord pretty well down, here's what it allows you to do. If I tell you to go to an F sharp, you can go. If I tell you to go to a B flat, you can go, an A flat, a B flat, C, D. In my guitar I can hardly get an E because it's not cut away. So the F chord is very, very, very useful. Okay, another tool that's very, very useful is this capo. We've showed you a little bit about it so far. Well, let's use the key of G, for example, again. There's a key of G. G, C, and D. So if somebody wants to play in A flat, which is one up from G, see the scale goes G, A, so A flat is in between. A G is here, an A is here, so A flat, we put the capo there and play in a G position. That's still a 1, but now it's in the key of A flat. 1, 4, 5. Now if they say, well, we want to go up to a B flat, well, we go up 2 more. Play our G position. Now, I'd love you to be able to learn all the bar chords, but for this series, if you can learn the basic chords that we're going to teach you, which the rest of them are pretty easy, and learn how to use your capo, you can play along with anybody in any key. Once you learn these minor chords, we got an E minor, an A minor, and a D minor, and an F minor. Once you got those minor chords and a capo, you can play any song there is, within reason. Let me put it that way. Some of these songs are a little more complicated. The majority of songs will use any chord that you can use on your open position or with the capo.